It's the Bryce Young. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Panthers and the Falcons, and it comes your way next.
The Carolina Rains have arrived as we are inside a soggy Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And going back through the tape,
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Falcons make their way out behind their new quarterback for 2024, signed back in March, the veteran Kirk Cousins.
And coming off of an offseason where Kirk Cousins was coming back from an Achilles injury, he thought that was going to be his biggest challenge. Instead, the Falcons drafted Michael Penix out of Washington in the first round. And while that was a jolt, Kirk Cousins has a great ability to shake things out, move forward, and let his talents come through.
Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
He's got his man, London, right side. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now Cousins. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. The Panthers head out for their initial drive, and at the helm is their second-year quarterback now, the #1 overall pick from 2023, Bryce Young.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Once again, it's Brooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. From the shotgun, it's Young. Open here, Adam Thielen. The numbers for Thielen in that game last week, 7 catches, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be...
Off the play fake, Young. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Young now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Falcons offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here. He is up there among the NFL leaders in TD passes. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. To throw, Cousins. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Cousins. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Delay of game, offense.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. This now a 3rd and 4. Throwing, Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
To throw, Young. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 2. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
Delay of game, offense.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach.
Still
frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Now a 3rd and 6.
Delay of game, offense.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Still third down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Young. Got a man. That's Leggett. On the move past the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Young will set to throw. That one complete to Leggett. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week.
Offense.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Still second down.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Straight ahead with Hubbard. Gets by him at the 25. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And they just get the play off. Now Young. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. Now 2nd and 3. As they've got it as we resume action. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Out of the gun, it's Young. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here's Brooks. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Young to throw it. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Terrace Marshall, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on the...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Game, offense.
Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency. Get to the line of scrimmage. Snap the ball.
Here's Young from the shotgun. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Young. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And Johnson picks up a first down for his team, and that's something he did plenty a season ago because he produced a first down over 74% of his catches. And when he's on his game, he can be one of the most reliable safety blankets in the league, an excellent route runner, and he can help the young quarterback in Bryce Young.
And he's got it to about the 40.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Still 2nd down.
On play action, Young. This ball taken in here by Brooks. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Young working out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. They'll try it now with Brooks. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now Cousins. That's to the former Bear, Darnell Mooney. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. In motion goes McLeod. Off the play fake, Cousins. This pass is caught by London. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now Cousins. That is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Cousins again. Short throw caught by Pitts. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. Throwing is Cousins. Locates Mooney on the out route. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. Cousins to throw it. And that one too wide and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Falcons! Bijan Robinson from 10 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. Young going to give to Brooks. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Young now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is.
14-7. Now Young. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Complete. It's Johnson. A gain of 5. Good enough for the first down. From the shotgun, it's Young. That is caught by Thielen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. To throw, Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
To the air once more, Young. Rifling one complete into the hands of Marshall. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here is Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Tremble, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Cousins. Over the middle, caught by London. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Play action now, Cousins. And this will be caught by Mooney. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. To throw is Cousins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where you see the final score there. James Conner, a touchdown run in the victory. And finally, on Monday Night Football, we wrap up Week 6 with Bills-Jets in the AFC East from MetLife Stadium.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Panthers offense and Bryce Young headed back onto the field. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
So loss of a yard brings up third down and 2.
Third down, Young from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force the incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins now. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing, Cousins. Into the hands of London. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Cousins. Got an open man. It's McLeod. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now Cousins. And caught by London. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Here's Cousins. Short throw caught by Pitts. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective.
1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Again, it's Cousins. Touchdown! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Falcons are able to add on to that lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
set to kick off.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Panthers offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a give to Brooks. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Here comes Kirk Cousins now to lead his offense back out there. He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his third touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's
snail's pace.
Oh, snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants with it. He has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
To throw, Cousins. That's complete to Mooney. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play. Now Cousins. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Third and goal for Cousins. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, after that last sequence, they're sitting pretty comfortably. They force the fumble, get the field goal, and expand on that lead here in the second half.
And don't expect them to rest on their laurels after that kick either. They'll keep their effort up until the final whistle. They don't consider any lead safe.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And they have had problems getting the running game in gear as we look through some of their attempts from earlier. They have just not been able to match the physicality that this defense has shown, and their lack of success on the ground is a direct reflection of that. Young to throw it. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he...
But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter from Charlotte. Throwing is Cousins. Locates Mooney on the out route. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
5-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Cousins to throw it. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
The home team's offense and running back Jonathan Brooks set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. It's caught by Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Grady Jarrett with the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, Young. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Delay of game, offense.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Still 1st down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. In motion, the tight end. On play action, Young. Got a man, that's Leggett. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 2nd and 11 at the 41.
At the 41-yard line.
Delay of game, offense.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Still second down.
Now here's Young. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Xavier Legette, 46 yards. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2.
The Panthers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Now Young's going to throw for this. It's caught at the 1. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Falcons offense and Kirk Cousins getting ready for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Brooks. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throw left side complete. That's Marshall. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's a handoff to Brooks running left. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To throw, Young. He finds his man, Johnson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Young. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. From the shotgun, it's Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Again, it's Young. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Brooks will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it. Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this again?
Infraction, defense.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball,
Automatic first
any
down.
type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Cousins. Got an open man. It's McLeod. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Touchdown, Falcons! Bijan Robinson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So now Young and the Panthers down by 7. 1:52 to play. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Now Young. Over the middle, complete. That's Brooks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Young. And he slings one that's incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Able to find Thielen, and this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. First and 10. Here's Young. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
This is first and 10.
Young to throw. That's caught by Johnson. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
On first and 10, it's Robinson.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Another try, second and 10 now.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker.
This from long, very long range. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. Now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
It fights him off. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime.